Hey guys, what's up? It's Shipmaster239 here with another figure review. Now, many of you know how I do my Halo Reach figure reviews because I love Halo Reach, and Halo Reach is like my favorite game of all time. And that's the one game that I have the most figures of. But I do also follow many other game franchises, and this is probably, if not maybe my second or third favorite, Dead Space being up there with it. Gears of War. I'm very much looking forward to the third one. I have both the first and the second, so really looking forward to the third. And I ended up getting the COG Soldier. I've been looking for him for so long and I could never find him. Actually, I haven't even gotten many Gears of War figures in general. I have two Marcus Phoenixes, one with the added articulation, and then I have Dom. And those are the only ones I was able to ever find, so very scarce for me. And I ended up finding a store that is just loaded on them. It's a new store and it has a bunch of Gears figures and Halo figures, all old and new, but they're really pricey. Some of them ranging in like 50 bucks and stuff. So I ended up finding this guy, and I'm really thankful. I mean, he was only 21 bucks. The Gears of War 2 on him, COG Soldier. Side shows a bunch of COGs. The COG Soldier on the side. The back, it says it comes with a Lancer and a long shot, which is a lie because NECA lied. It comes with the long shot and the Nasher. I mean, I've seen some of them that do come with a long shot, but I have not seen one in person. I've only seen them online, so I don't know if those ones are special or what. But shows a picture of him with the assault rifle, I mean the Lancer assault rifle, and then the long shot sniper rifle. Shows all the different figures in not just this series, but the first series. I think like some of them in the first, like such as Cole, Baird, and Dom, which was against in the second series, or Baird was too. But it shows the COG Soldier. It shows Cole, the Cyclops, Baird, Palace Guard, Dom, a Locust that looks just kind of like a Locust drone, and then Marcus from Series 3, it looks like. So that's the packaging. Now, to get onto the figure, I'm not going to get onto his accessories yet. They're out of his hands. But he's a really cool figure. First off, I do have to say, if you're going to get any of the figures so far out of all of the Gears of War figures, at least the fact I don't have many of them, but compared on what the reviews have said, in my opinion on this guy is excellent. He has great articulation and fantastic details. So if you're going to get a Gears of War figure, I highly recommend this be the one you get. If you're on a tight budget or if you only want one, I highly suggest getting this guy. Now getting straight up into the accessory wise of this guy, he comes with the Lancer assault rifle, as I said before. As you can see, it has, you know, the blood on the blade. I don't know what happened with mine, but apparently they went a little blood happy and put it all over the gun. I don't know if this is a factory defect or what, or if mine just happened to, you know, have been in a little bit more battle than most. If you guys watching have a COG Soldier and yours is like this or is not like this, please let me know in the comments, because I want to know if, you know, it's like this with any other figures out there, because mine is just, I mean, it's ridiculous compared to like the if I can find it, where the heck did I put it here, is compared to the Lancer from Marcus. I mean, as you can see, it's just blood on the blade and nowhere else. But I mean, this guy, they really tore it up. I mean, they just put blood everywhere. So it's still a good one. It has a flip up handle, and then it has the peg hole, because they do pegs on them now, so you can put them on the back, kind of like the McFarlane figures for Halo Reach, which I really like that feature because it's accurate to the game. Also, it comes with the Nasher shotgun, and that was one of the, you know, more positive sides of this guy. I mean, I love the Nasher personally. The Nasher is my favorite gun in the entire game. I love shotguns. Shotguns are like my best friend in the game. They're just awesome, and this gun is really cool. It has a really good grip to it. It's a rubber grip, so it's not going to have to be worried about being broken. Same with the grip guard. The trigger and then the cocking lever on it is movable, which I find is kind of neat, to the fact that they ended up adding that extra feature, kind of like the handle on the Lancer. They really do a good job at paint and sculpting this guy. And then they have the peg hole on it, so you can put it on the COG Soldier's back, and that's his accessory. Now, getting detail-wise onto the figure, this guy is really cool. He has kind of like decal-looking eye lenses. I mean, they're okay, but I don't like this stripes, kind of bluish, BB blue stripes to make it look like reflecting. I mean, it's okay, but really, I'm not a fan of it. He has a really cool-looking helmet, as if you know Ben Carmine. He looks very resemblant to Ben Carmine. He has a lot of battle damage on him. I mean, he looks really good. As you can see, kind of the wear and tear on him, the COG emblem. You know, the hands, the arms, the shoulder pads. There's the back with the peg in the peg hole. There's only one peg hole, but he only comes with 2 weapons, so it doesn't matter. All his buckles and everything, the belt, and then the like case on the sides. Looks like ammo pouches. His knee pads, his legs, and his ankles and feet. Bottom of his feet. I don't know why they have those peg holes in the bottom of the feet. There's no stands for them. Articulation wise, he's really good. He's better than all the other Gears figures, probably one of the best. He has really good articulation in the head. I mean, he can look up and down, and side to side. I'm not going to give too much articulation because I don't want to loosen the joints. His arms can move up and down. I'm not going to show how much, but they can move up and down a good bit. His elbows can move in and out and then rotate. His hands can rotate and move in and out a little bit. His waist can move side to side. He can't really go up and down a lot. Arms, same as the other arm. The leg can go up and then forward and backward. His knee can bend and then it swivels to the side, kind of at the upper part right there. And then his ankles. This guy can hold his weapons very, very nicely. All you have to do is really just kind of slip them in. It takes a little getting used to just slipping in, but once you slip it in and find the right spot, you just kind of twist it in, and he can hold it very nicely with no problem. He's not going to drop it or anything. I mean, he holds it very, very nicely. They show a demonstration of the Lancer on his back. It fits on his back really nicely. Same with the Gnasher if you want to. Once you put the peg in, I mean, you kind of have to put it in far to make it look like game accurate. It is very, very difficult to get the peg out, if not almost impossible to use without pliers, so you may want to be cautious of that. As I've showed, he can hold the Gnasher quite well. Let me show holding the Lancer. The Lancer is also, you know, very easy to be able to manipulate and put into his hands. You just kind of have to find the easier way to put it in, but once it's in, I mean, it's in there, it's not going to fall out. It's holding it very nicely, and he's a really, really cool figure for 20 bucks. I have to say, this is probably one of the best figures I've ever had. You know, Halo wise, obviously my Halo figures I love, they're really, really cool. This guy's just an awesome display piece because he's a lot bigger, and you know, for 20 bucks, this guy's he's a really big figure compared to like the Halo figures, which are about 12, you know, around 12 bucks roughly. I got this guy for 8 bucks more, and he came with 2 accessories, and he's a very large figure, and he's a really cool one, and a pretty rare one at least that I know. And he's really cool, good articulation, extraordinary detail, and I have to say this guy definitely deserves a 5 out of 5. He looks a lot like Ben Carmine, so if you're a Ben Carmine fan, it's a plus for you. If you like the COG Soldiers, it's good for you. If you like Gears of War in general, then it's good for you. I highly, highly suggest picking this guy up. This guy is amazing. Comes with the Gnasher and the Lancer, and is from Gears of War 2, Series, I believe, 6. Definitely pick this guy up.